good people, and welcome back to the channel. I know it seems like Married at First Sight Boston just ended last week, but in a few weeks, Married at First Sight San Diego will be airing, and if the last 2 seasons of the show are any indicator for anything, it is that we as the fans will be in for another 5 months or 17 episodes of pure foolishness. So I'll be going into this series with the hope that I won't be wasting any of my time watching the show or reviewing it for anybody that wishes to hear my opinion on the happenings throughout the season. Tonight, Married at First Sight decided to air the behind the scenes matchmaking episode, and my plan for this video will be to examine the cast members and see if they have a snowball's chance in hell of staying married by decision day. Now, if you're new to my channel, then let me say that I know there are a ton of other YouTubers who review Married at First Sight, and these are typically YouTubers that have a much bigger platform and are more influential than I am right now as a content creator. But if you decide to check out my weekly Married at First Sight reviews, here's what I can guarantee with each and every review. First, my reviews will be less than 10 minutes long, or you'll get your money back. And I keep my reviews short and sweet because I don't believe in wasting your time. I'm here to let you know what happened in the episode, how I feel about it, and what I predict may happen in the future. And I try to sprinkle some comedy and some stories about my experience in dealing with certain people or concepts of the show in the mix. Second, my reviews are typically posted on the same night the episode airs. And when I say the same night, I mean usually within the hour after the episode finishes. And lastly, I stray away from following the crowd. That means that some of my opinions for these reviews may be unpopular because I try to hold every cast member accountable whenever they make a mistake. So there you have it. And without any further delay, let's dive into this matchmaking episode. Here's the breakdown for Married at First Sight San Diego. Over 1,200 singles applied to be on the show, but for this episode, the experts will be meeting 58 potential cast members and only selecting 10 from the pool. Now, we already know which cast members were matched for the show, so there's really no sense in talking about the other 48 people who didn't make the cut. So with that being said, I'll just talk about the cast members who were selected and how I feel about their chances. First, we have Justin and Alexis, who could very well be the next Woody and Amani for this season. In the very beginning of the episode, Justin claimed that he has been having trouble finding love because he's looking for a strong mental connection, yet all the women he encounters only want to know if his maker stick measures up to their expectations. Justin is tall, he's gentle, and he's shown the experts that he has a very caring side, and they think that he'll make any woman happy. Now, I was very impressed with Alexis as a cast member. She admits to being an old soul, she's down to earth, she's thicker than cold Rotel dip, and she likes to care for her man. What I found somewhat alarming is that Alexis has turned down 3 marriage proposals in the past. But according to Alexis, she has done the work needed to fall in love with herself and change her mindset. I like Justin and Alexis as a couple, and at this point in the journey, I think they will make a great match and could very well make it past decision day. Next, we have Nate and Stacia. And I gotta be honest, folks. In my opinion, this match is a ticking time bomb, plain and simple. During this episode, Nate came off as very talkative, very into himself, and had a laundry list of physical characteristics that he was looking for in a potential wife. Stacia, on the other hand, also seemed to be very into herself. She feels that her success is a threat to men. She hasn't been on a date in 2 years, and she admits that she asks questions like, "What is your credit score?" on first dates. I think that Nate will definitely be attracted to Stacia because she's physically stunning. And I think that Stacia will like what Nate has going for himself. But neither of them really talked about what personality traits they would like in a potential spouse. They simply spent most of their time talking about the things that could easily come and go throughout their respective marriage. So if these two are lucky enough to make it to decision day, I don't think they would last very long. Both seem to be very egotistical and stubborn to some degree. The third couple matched was Krysten with a Y and Mitch. This was another couple that I have a bad feeling about. Krysten very much reminds me of a mix between Lindsay and Alyssa from last season. She's extremely energetic, very opinionated, and she wants a manly man who can chop wood. And her strong deal breakers include finding a man that's passionate, motivated, adventurous, and athletic. Now, I mean no harm when I say this, but I don't think Krysten will find Mitch attractive, and she won't have an issue letting him know that she's not feeling him. We as the audience really don't know much about Mitch, but we know that he likes to save the ocean, he likes kids, and he is not the traditional man. In addition to how Krysten may view Mitch, he's 9 years older than her and she makes more money than him. If this couple even makes it to decision day, I'll be very surprised. The fourth couple is Lindy and Miguel, and I also have to be honest with them. This couple reminds me of Jacob and Haley from the Atlanta season, and I have little to no hope that they will make it. Lindy admitted that while growing up, she was raised in a very religious household, but now she's very adventurous and she wants somebody that can hang with her. In other words, Lindy's about that life, and she wants a partner in crime. However, Miguel is into poetry, comic books, playing Dungeons and Dragons, and he admitted to being a dork and having some feminine qualities. Now, there's nothing wrong with a guy who rolls like that, but I don't think Lindy would be a good match for Miguel, because they're too different, plain and simple. And I don't see either one of them compromising on their comfort for the other over the long term. Lastly, we have Morgan and Binh. And if I had to pick, this would be the couple that has the second best chance of success on the show. They are both looking for somebody who is athletic and somebody who's on their level. However, my biggest concern with this couple is that when Morgan spoke about the qualities she was looking for in a husband, everything she mentioned centered around the man having a good career and was financially stable, whereas when Binh talked about the same thing, his response was more based around personality and finding a woman that was selfless. So maybe that could have been some choppy editing on the show's behalf, but aside from that difference, I could see this couple making it past decision day. And there you have it, folks. I think that this episode could have definitely been an hour long instead of 2, because there's entirely too much fluff in it. But this season definitely looks like another wash. Yet I'm willing to volunteer as tribute and waste my time watching it so you fine folks don't have to. And with that marks the end of the video. If you saw the episode and you have any comments related to the episode or my review, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to reply to each and every comment. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.